Hi, I'm Katie Freeman with Freeman Furnishings, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I took a live edge board and some ecopoxy resin and made it into this piece of wood and resin wall art. So why don't we go ahead and jump right into the process. From sapling to heirloom, every piece has a story, and it's our job to share that story. First, I started with a piece of canary wood with a live edge on it that I picked up from a local sawmill, and I cut it down to approximately 14 inches long. I actually made two pieces of artwork out of this one board. I went with 14 inches long just because I thought that would be a good size to hang on a wall. Now for my molds, I like to use melamine. So I went to my local Lowe's and I had them break it down into 14-inch wide strips and then 4-inch wide strips. So all I needed to do was cut them to length. I like to use Craig jig screws because they're self-tapping, and they're just really nice for putting a mold together, keeping it together, and it makes it really quick to take apart. So I just put the pocket hole screws in to put the sides up on the melamine base. Now I didn't make it a full square mold because the ends of the wood actually would hold the resin in. So I didn't really need to use full ends. And then I used silicone to seal up around the inside to keep the resin from pouring out underneath the slabs. So I also sealed it underneath each wood slab along the end of the melamine too. And then I applied a furniture paste wax to make sure that the resin wouldn't stick to the melamine mold when I poured the resin. Next, I need to figure out how much resin to actually use, and so I measured the width, length, and depth and came up with cubic inches and translated that into cubic millimeters, or into millimeters for volume. For this project, I used ecopoxy resin, a 2-to-1 resin. I really liked it. It mixed up super easy. It was super easy to use. I also used their powders and their tints. I'll have all of the links for the products down below that I used here. So for this one, I wanted to do kind of a bluish green. I used a torch to pop the bubbles, so this ecopoxy has quite a bit of a long cure time, which is what makes it not produce so many bubbles, which is awesome. So as you can see, it was pretty slick. I did get a little bit of resin overpour that kind of stuck just a little bit to the melamine, but it wasn't too hard to take apart. Then I used a belt sander to make everything level on both the back and the front. And I'm doing the sanding inside my Home Right small spray shelter with filter and fan to help with dust collection. So I have the fan turned on, and as I'm doing the belt sanding and doing the palm sander, all of the dust that's flying up into the air is being sucked into the filter. And even though I do still wear a mask, it just makes it really easy as far as cleanup. I don't get a lot of dust on the floor or on any of the surrounding tools, so it just makes it really easy for cleanup. Then I went with a Watco Danish oil, which you apply in 2 applications, letting the wood soak up as much as possible, especially since this is going to be hanging on the wall. It doesn't have to be like super durable to withstand like scratches and use like a tabletop would. Next, I applied Howard's feeding wax as a top coat. I really love using this stuff. It is a nice soft feel finish and it smells really awesome. So this video is sponsored by Home Right. I use their small spray shelter with fan and filter for anything as far as sanding or carving. It really helps cut down on the dust in my workspace. If you liked this video, please consider hitting subscribe down below, or you can visit my website at www.freemanfurnishings.com and hit subscribe at the top of the website in order to receive newsletters on new videos and new blog posts. Thanks for watching.